What did the legendary Amy Winehouse say while playing Riichi Mahjong? Since we're in East 1, I can keep my hand all closed. I will wait for Pinfu and be surprising all my foes. But then a red 5 starts tempting the S out of May. Why don't I live a little and call a chi with a 4-3? Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name is Yusong. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Now, I have entered a period of political controversy. People are asking me, Yusong, why would you open yourself up by using the green tile back? Why? The comment section has just been a flippin' war zone ever since you've done it. Well, I'm just that kind of a daredevil. Hassan is watching out. He's got people saying, watch out for Yusong. He's the most handsome English-speaking Riichi Mahjong player, Mahjong Soul client user we've ever seen. People are on the lookout. Anyway, welcome back to Mahjong Soul. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. How am I feeling? I'm feeling good. Look, don't get me wrong. Last game, mistakes were made. Mistakes were definitely made. It's like my fashion choices in middle school. My fashion choices in middle school are very, how you say, I mean, okay, if you come from immigrant parents who didn't have a huge economic war chest, okay, F you, by the way, you probably know what I'm talking about. You might be a first-gen immigrant if you know, it's like you might be it's like Larry the Cable Guy, but, you know, me. My mom would buy me these oversized polos from Old Navy because in her mind, it was an economically sound decision. And I'm not about to challenge that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we don't have 5 shapes. I'm gonna be throwing out the East Wind right now. I'm gonna rock right now, right? We're waiting for something around this, maybe something around this as well. Let's see how this hand materializes. Okay, I mean, that's interesting. I don't really want 3 pairs, 50K for a verse, no album out. I don't really want 3 pairs in my hand, but I guess this is okay because it's kind of an Omega chunk. We don't really know what it could be. We don't know what the Facebook could be yet. All we know that it's cool because in her mind, I was gonna wear, oh, this is a perfect 1 away. We're 1 away from 10. I'm never finishing this story. No matter what tile we draw, a 1 of characters, a 4 of characters, a 1 of bamboo, 5, 6, or 8 of bamboo, we can at least wait on 2 different tiles by calling Riichi. This is a great, woo! Sheesh! This is a great situation for us. You're forgiven for giving me 2 red dragons. We're calling Riichi Pinfu as the dealer, and we're waiting on a terminal. Other people be waiting on the world to change. Me, I'm waiting on a terminal in the character suit. In my mom's mind, it was like, I could wear this oversized polo for like forever. You know what I mean? Like I could wear it for the next 3 years. So instead of buying me a shirt that will only fit this year, let's buy a shirt that lasts forever. But that's the thing with shirts is that it doesn't, like shirts, if they're not of high quality, and I'm not saying anything about Old Navy, okay? I am very brand friendly. My alter ego / friend Yudong though, Yudong certainly has more explosive views on late stage capitalism. But Yusong, hey baby, the water at Monsanto isn't that bad, am I right? So I wore a lot of oversized Old Navy. I didn't really develop a sense of style until, well, I don't know. I don't know if I really have like a sense of style. I really like, this is a little embarrassing because it's like, oh, all dudes in their 20s are like this. And I'm like, yep, that's me. I like having a minimalist wardrobe. I got like 3 sweaters that I use. I got 1 pair of shorts. I got like 2 pairs of pants. It's all I need. It's all I need. Recently, an exciting purchase that I'm about to embark on that are currently in the mail are new socks. I gotta warn you, if you're a dude, I mean, these are unisex socks. Well, I don't know what /r/pointlessly gendered is my speaking right now. If you buy socks from a large online retailer, let's say it rhymes with Cramabon. I don't know, that could be anything. That actually could be anything. We don't know. And if you buy them from a brand, the socks from a brand called, that rhymes with Shmaz, that could be anything. That could be anything. I'm safe. You will find that those socks get holes in them within the year. I bought like 12 pairs of these socks because I was like, I don't like having different pairs of socks, okay? This might be earth-shattering for some of you because I know, or I'm just assuming that members of this very fine community are the types of people to be like, yeah, mismatched socks, that's okay. And to hear me, the handsome poster child, be like, yeah, no whimsy for me, thank you. Oh, I just discarded the door. I didn't even notice. I'm really mad about the socks, though. I probably would have discarded the door even if I noticed it was the door. Oh, geez, Louise, Yusong, get it together. It's just unacceptable. I don't have like, look, my feet are okay. They're, I think, average feet. It's not like, you know, it's not like I got sharp polygons down there, ripping holes in the socks. It's fine. I think it's fine. Okay, Right Lord called a Riichi. We are absolutely going to fold. We're really hoping that someone else deals in and that they don't sumo, because if they do sumo, I'm in the dealer's seat. I'm going to have to pay 50% of their hand's value instead of 25% and 25% from the other two players, right? So we're praying that they don't sumo. We're praying that someone else feels the hunger and then deals into them. That's what we're hoping for. That's not a safe tile, so maybe a crosslord is trying to dip their toes in the water, see what's safe. Dude, no one's playing safe. It looks like left lord, they have a triplet of their seat when and it doesn't look like they're going quietly into that knight, right? All right, 5 of circles, 6 of circles, both looking pretty safe. We have to be careful because if left lord and right lord are, or excuse me, left lord and a crosslord are both not folding, then we got a real problem here. Like, we don't necessarily want to deal into them either. A little Dave Matthews Band crash into me. This is a worrying discard. It's Suji to the Dora, right? People are incentivized to keep the 4s and their 5s in their hand. Okay. I mean, we're also looking at this situation. Your eyebrows are getting raised. My eyebrows are getting raised. We could get back into Tenpai with a 7 pairs hand. It's not super duper likely. In fact, I would be pretty happy if this round went to an exhaustive draw. Like, I'd be pretty thrilled, actually. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I do like fashion. I really like fashion. There's this game called The World Ends With You. It's a pretty popular RPG. It originally came out on the Nintendo DS, but has been remastered and you can play it on the Switch. It's a wonderful game. Incredible soundtrack. Like, just truly honestly, like a masterpiece. I really like the game. The art style, chef's kiss, there's so many good things. I could go on and on. But they have this fashion mechanic, right? Where you can go to different stores and buy different brands. And then depending on where you're fighting in Shibuya, I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but Shibuya sounds very American, you know? Anyway, depending on where you're fighting, you will get stat increases if your brand is popular or not. But here's the thing. You can make your brand popular by wearing that brand and fighting anyway, which I thought was like a genius way to do fashion in a video game. That makes you like care, you know? Okay, let's go for a half flush in the circle suit. Let's see where that ends us. And okay, ominous phrasing, but you know, the half flush is good news because we can always bing fold with some of these tiles if we really need to. All right, nice. Drawn into some circle tiles. Can't really complain. I'll find a way though. I'll find a way. I really like fashion. I wish it wasn't so economically gated. You know what I mean? Like, Like, clothes are just expensive unless you're shopping at fast fashion, but then you're like killing the environment. You know what I mean? It's a real pick your poison kind of situation. It's not great. But the thing that I like about fashion is that you can genuinely tell a lot about a person based on the clothes that they're wearing. Like, it's a very intimate, and I don't mean like, oh, here at this fraternity, if you want to join this, you better we check the coat tags of everyone who walks in to make sure that they're loaded. Like, that's like wrong and embarrassing and dumb, right? It happens. It absolutely happens. I've not seen it, but I've heard people talk about I've heard primary sources talk about it in college. But like, if someone dresses in all black, you're like, okay, you're living the goth life. Let's go. Like, I don't know. It's a really nice form of self-expression. All right, left lord calls the Riichi. Right lord is going honey badger mode in that they just don't give a frick. What can I discard right now? I think our hand is a little too far away from Tenpai to chase this hand. They haven't discarded any bamboo. That's a little spicy as well. Right lord does not seem like they're folding either. We got a lot of brave gamers in this lobby, but you know it and I know it. So let's say it together. Over a large sample size, I don't know if this behavior is gonna be I have to see something. Really? Okay, but like, they've gotten 2 first place finishes recently, so I can't like judge them that much. Let's just take a peep around. Master 3-star? Holy moly. All or nothing, I suppose. Wow. Okay, there's a south one. There's a 5 of characters. It's a red 5. I don't know if Right Lord is in Tenpai yet. Here's the thing. What am I going for? It's wabbit season. It's duck season. What am I actually going for here? What is my best case scenario? Oh, I'll tell you what my best case scenario is. 4 concealed triplets. We actually have two completed triplets in our hand right now. We could go for a full flush as well. Like, that's also a possibility, but our hand is so far away and we got to get rid of a lot of dangerous tiles in order to do so. This red 5 is safe for the player that is called Riichi, but I'm surprisingly more concerned about Right Lord, who has a valuable enough hand that they are not playing safe at all. Maybe they see something that I don't. Maybe they had all 4 copies of the 7 of bamboo or something, but I don't know. I don't like this. Wow, a crosslord with the Riichi as well. What? These gamers are fearless. Riichi, Pinfu, red 5, no Oradora, a fairly modest hand, plus special attack minus attack. If you understood that reference, you are legally required to leave a comment, okay? That reference was about Pokemon natures. You think that while you were out partying, I studied the Blade, aka Smogon.net. To find the most competitively viable team in Gen 3, in Gen 4, I do like fashion. I know it's like it's kind of fruitless. Some people might not understand like the point of this, but I do like going into very expensive stores and saying, "You work on commission, don't you?" No, I'm not pretty womaning anyone or everyone. But I do like looking. I do like looking a lot. But I also, fashion is a double-edged sword. It can also bring you great pain. Like failing to call Riichi when you have a good tile. Hang on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm supposed to discard this. I'm actually not sure. Like, what's our pair here? Probably the south wind. Okay. Never mind. I see where this hand is going. So the nut draw right now is a 7 of characters. Then we call Riichi Pinfu. This is less good. But I think it's so early, dude. It's so early. I think we slammed the Riichi. Now, we cannot count on others to fold, right? We cannot count on others to fold, but this is Riichi Red 5 Dora. It's not bad. It's not just a Riichi. This isn't your grandparents' Riichi where it's just Riichi Pinfu. In fact, we don't have Pinfu at all, but it is Riichi Red 5 Dora. So let's see where this ends us, and let's see where this lands us. It would be nice to draw and discard a 4 of characters, setting an inadvertent Tsuji trap. I certainly wouldn't turn my nose up at that. What was I talking about? Fashion, right. I mean, there's some dark sides of the industry as well. Like, obviously, the textile industry and, like, fast fashion destroying the planet. Obvi. But secondly, like, it's really depressing. And if you relate to this, please leave me a comment, because I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way, right? But like, if you go to a mall or a store with the intent of ruh-roh, spaghetti-o, we're getting our Riichi chased by the dealer, that doesn't feel very good. That feels pretty freaking bad, actually. Uh-oh. Hopefully their Riichi is god-awful as well. But, you know, our Riichi is genuinely pretty bad. Like, statistically unlikely, but maybe we can win it anyway. Sometimes it's a game about luck, you know? Okay, that is a terrifying discard, but at least all the Dora are visible. So at least we know they don't have any Dora in their hand. That feels pretty nice. That's a terrifying discard. Maybe they're waiting on the 7 of characters along with me. Maybe we can hold hands and be best friends. But if you go to a store or a mall with the intent of buying clothes and you can't find anything that you feel good in or that fits, that's like a terrible feeling. That's like a tough feeling. I don't know why, but it's like very, very upsetting, you know? It's like something to do with your sense of self, something to do with like, oh man, like I was hoping for the joy in feeling good about something, but now you know, it's so disappointing. Maybe it's just like a distilled sense of disappointment. So we ended up winning that hand, but that was truly like a Queen's Gambit. Call me Ariana Grande. Like they chased the Riichi with probably a better hand. I'm not sure, but this is the all or nothing play style that we've come to expect, right? Sasuga a crosslord, always playing super aggressively. Okay, this is looking like a Riichi Pinfu hand with my pants on the ground. 3-4-5 is also a huge possibility. A little 3-4-5 mixed triple sequence. I immediately want to abandon the 3-4-5 mixed triple sequence and throw away this 3-5 shape in the favor of this much stronger 5-6 shape. I don't know, maybe 4-5-6 mixed triple sequence. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we're going to discard our 5 and our 3 of characters. So if we draw the and the faithful shall be rewarded, this is a perfect one away, much like we had before. We got a pair, a double-sided weight, and an omega chunk, which is a pair with an adjacent tile, and it's like a 2-sided weight. So no matter what we draw, a 6 or a 9 of characters, 3 or a 6 of circles, or even a 5 or a 9, we get to call Riichi on a double-sided weight. And this is not your grandparents' Riichi. It's a good Riichi with two tiles that we can win on. I don't know. I think consumerism is like bad. He's so brave. How could you say something so controversial yet so brave? Consumerism? Bad. But like, I think overspending on stuff is definitely bad. Definitely bad. Also at the same time, and I've talked about this recently, like, I think that doing nice things for yourself, like my vice of choice, luckily, is not buying things on the internet. My vice of choice is buying things from a boba shop, right? It's pretty much the same thing. I don't know. It's like, you know, probably like the average US person sees like a mouth-dropping, eye-dropping amount of, what is it called? Eye-watering amount of ads throughout the year. I mean, speaking of ads and spending money, so recently, I mean, I wouldn't ever say this because I'm brand friendly, but my alter ego and friend Yu Dong certainly has some opinions about this kind of stuff. Yu Dong just canceled his Netflix subscription because like the only good thing that we were watching was I Think You Should Leave, and we finished watching it. And dude, last year Yu Dong genuinely like paid like so much money, like the entire year, probably turning on Netflix like twice. It's not a Like, I wish I just canceled it and then re-upped, you know? There's no law that says a dog can't play basketball. There's no law that says you just can't cancel it, you know? And then, like, rejoin once the getting's good. Okay, I guess I'll throw the 5 of bamboo. We might not be able to get into Tenpai. We genuinely might not be able to get into Tenpai. And at this point, oh, okay, thank you very much. I mean, I could call a late game Riichi, but I don't necessarily want to. Even this 4 of circles discard is very scary. Oh my god, Right Lord is going for a full flush or like a half flush or something in the circle suit. I have no idea what's going on here. So we cannot discard any more circle tiles. If we draw into more circle tiles, we actually just have to keep them in our hand and try to do something else with our time, right? Do something else with the tiles that we've got going on. Ay. So why am I not calling Riichi? I don't know. We can still win this hand if we sumo. Nope. No thank you. I'm just gonna fold here. Maybe if someone discards a 5 of circles, we can pawn that and throw the 7, but I am not about to. This is also a risky discard, dude. They could be on a single tile, wait for a half flush in the circle suit as well. It's a very spooky situation. 7 of characters is safe. Show me the full flush, dude. So they were waiting on the 5 in the East Wind. Very, very close to waiting on a 2 or a 5, right? So very lucky. We read the half flush correctly. A little too late, honestly. We're lucky that we didn't get punished harder by the zaddies up above in heaven. Okay, this is a terrible situation. I think what we're gonna do, and I know this looks bonkers, is we're gonna go for a half flush in the circle suit. If it worked for Right Lord, and by that I mean it didn't work for them at all, but if it kind of worked for them, it can kind of work for us, right? The things that I do spend money on, and this is not a shill. This is Yusong speaking. This is not Yudong speaking, okay? Yusong spends money on YouTube Premium because I do not enjoy watching ads, and I watch a metric F ton of YouTube, for better or for worse, right? So that is something that I am willing to spend my money on, for sure. Spotify, I use it every single time I'm in the car, right? Whether it's, you know, listening to a pod or just to music. I definitely spend money on those. You know how other people like advertise on their YouTube channels, like those like subscription like removal services? This is a weird thing, but like my family, my mom and dad used to sit and like pour over the credit card statement at the end of every month to see what they were spending money on. Now, I don't do this, and I'm now realizing as I'm saying this out loud, like I should. Because if you don't, like, the reason that those services exist, because I think like the majority of the people don't look back at what they're necessarily spending, you know? And I think that's why like the recurring fees, like that'll absolutely get you. There's this like pretty sinister one where Yudong has a reoccurring charge from a brand that's a fruit for like cloud storage, and I'm pretty sure I never signed up for that, and excuse me, I'm pretty sure he's never signed up for that, and he's tried to cancel it or has canceled it before, and it's like only $1 every month or so, but it adds up, dude. It genuinely adds up, especially if you have like multiple subscriptions. By the way, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I mean, we can maybe get into Tenpai with this hand. I'm just kidding with you. I'm now looking at our hand again. There's no way we can get into Tenpai. Like this is, oh, okay. Maybe, maybe if we're lucky, if someone shows that the 2 of bamboo is safe, maybe we can throw it. Otherwise, like, I think maybe we're trying to get into a 7-pair situation if we're lucky. But we're very, very far away from Tenpai. I don't envision us recklessly chasing. They sumo. Luckily, it doesn't look like a huge hand. Okay, nothing super weird. Riichi sumo, no pinfu, no nothing. Tuhan, very happy to be sitting in the dealer to pay out a non-consequential sumo, right? All right, what am I looking at here? This is not that bad. We have one valuable honor tile. And it doesn't look like we're going to be able to complete the triplet. That's unfortunate that one of them is already seen. We got some good shapes in the bamboo suit. We have a decent shape in the circle suit. Maybe a 6, 7, 8 or a 7, 8, 9 mixed triple sequence somewhere on the horizon. Wow. This is really good. We have a 4, 5, 6 and a 5, 6, 7 already completed in the bamboo suit. This is 1, 2, 3. We need a 4th shape and a pair right now. Okay. Okay, so what am I thinking here? The nut draw right now, we're 1 away from Tenpai, despite how it looks, right? The nut draw right now would be another Northwind. We could call Riichi if we wanted to and get on a single tile wait for the 8 of characters. Or what I would much rather do is draw into another Northwind, get into Tenpai, pawn the last Northwind, throw this and get onto like a single tile wait for the 9 of characters, and then eventually upgrade that to a double-sided wait for one of these or something, right? This is a little bit similar. So now we have a 4, 5, 6 and a 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can wait on the 5 or the 8 for our pair. Unfortunately, the 5, we have 2 of them, so it's not that great. But now if we draw into an 8 of characters, I think I would slam the Riichi button. I think I would slam that like and subscribe button. Another good draw right now would be a 6 of characters. Then we can definitely do some like 6, 7, 8 mixed triple sequence, all simple shenanigans. Wow. Okay, so this is really unfortunate for us, right? You're looking, and I'm seeing the same thing as you are. 2 8 of characters are dripping down the drain. A crosser is leaving no prisoners. All right. It's a little unfortunate. Probably are not going to be able to finish the 7-9 shape. I don't feel good about abandoning it for like a solitary 3 of circles, though. I get it. We can draw into a 2 or a 4 and it'd feel pretty good, but even though the 8 dream is probably dead, all my apes gone, we could draw into like a 6 of characters and then wait for a 5 and an 8. And there we open ourselves up to a lot more tiles that we can accept. Left Lord calls Riichi. I could chase the Riichi. I don't think I'm supposed to do so, especially on a terrible, don't run off of this. No way. No way. Okay. No one did. It's my seat wind, and I can cry if I want to. No one did. We also have a really good hand, by the way. We can go for all simples. I can't discard this 2 of circles. It's actually way too dangerous right now. We might have to huge fold. Do we have anything else that we can fold with? We have the 7 of circles. Besides that, we don't have that much. This is a situation that we can learn from, right? Because in a previous game, we realized that in this type of situation where if you don't have a lot of safe tiles, if you don't have a lot of safe tiles, you should just like play offensively. Not Ricky Gervais offensively. Oh my God. This game is bad for my heart rate, dude. The 1 is safe for a crosser, but could have dealt in for left lord. 6, 6. Okay. The 8's safe. All my 8's safe. Okay. That feels pretty good. How? The 3 is Suji to the 6. They can't be on a 4, 5. Can they be on a 1, 2? Whoa. Okay, this is a terrifying situation. 2 of circles is safe. 3 players are in Tenpai. They can have a shootout for all I care. I'm sitting here smiling with 2 thumbs up. Y'all can do whatever you want. I'm gonna play safe and get out of here scot-free. Oh Jesus. This is a Hanemon? At least we're not the dealer, but it is no longer you know, we're seeing Kendall Roy in our back mirror. And this is me speaking from the perspective of Logan Roy. Stellar secession joke right now. I mean, look in the comment section. I guarantee you there's 15 comments being like, Yusong, I spit out my coffee, cried, and screamed. I screeched in a primal manner when you made your secession joke. Okay, maybe you should have kept this. Maybe you should have kept the 9. I think I'll pawn my seat wind here. The rest of our hand is like good enough to fight with. Now that I'm looking at it, it's not good enough to fight with at all. What am I thinking? I just really wanted to pawn, huh? Okay, fair enough. Are we 1 tile away from Tenpai? We're 2 tiles away from Tenpai right now. So what's the nut draw? 4 of circles is the nut draw, followed by something like 2 of circles. Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, you know what? This is also not that bad. We're 1 tile away from Tenpai now. 30 seconds until Mars. Nut draw would be the red. Okay, the 5 of bamboo is also the door. I mean, yes, of course. My master plan is coming to fruition. Okay, I'm gonna go a little greed mode here. I don't know if we could have just, like, we couldn't have got in Tenpai right now, but if we pawn the 3 of circles or the 8 of bamboo, we can wait on the 5 of bamboo, which is the Dora. This is both, I think this is a good move, because otherwise, if we get rid of this 4-6 shape, like, then we will have to discard the Dora if we draw into it in the late game, right? Okay, one of circles is our new safe tile. Arguably, we should have kept the 9. The 9 is, I think, a much safer tile. We're gonna pawn this and we're gonna get into Tenpai for the 5 of bamboo. This is a very risky situation. Very risky situation. Someone else could call Riichi. We're kind of up the river without a paddle. We don't have a lot of defensive options. In fact, I don't think that we have any. Hilariously, from a mathematical perspective, we got 4 copies of the 5 of bamboo left, but only like 3 copies of the other tiles if we pivoted away to that double pair weight. If we did a little Jeremy Pivotins. Did I just stumble over their name? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, is this the zuzziest Furriton of all time? I can't upgrade this shape at all? Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. I mean, we can theoretically upgrade this shape, right? If we draw into a 7 of bamboo, that is a way that we can upgrade this shape. The reason that we can't keep the 3-4 is because we would be waiting on the 2-5, and the 2 is something that we've already discarded. Okay, Crosslord calls the Riichi. We can theoretically fold. You know, string theory and all that. Dude, can I tell you something embarrassing? Like, can we just have a real heart-to-heart between us right now? A lot of the 4s are gone. Like, 3 of the 4s are gone. They probably don't have a 4-5. I'm gonna fold. Can we just have a heart-to-heart right now, really quickly? And I know we don't have a lot of options to fold with, so maybe we just should have gone for it. You know what I mean? Like, just straight up played aggressivo. But now we see this Suji opportunity opening up for us. Could discard the 4. It's not safe enough for me. Unless they're waiting on an 8-9 or a pair of the 7s, this could really punish us. But those are pretty unlikely. We know that they're not on a 5-6, right? With that anyway. And they're probably not on a 4-5. If they are, then why would they discard that red 5 instead of the normal 5, right? 2 of bamboo. What? They don't have a 4-5 probably, and they probably don't have a 7-8. Yeah, they can't have a 7-8 because they would be in that wouldn't work. They'd be in Furriton too. So this is an okay discard. I mean, we've managed to play this pretty well. And now we can probably get away with throwing the 3. They don't have a 4-5. They could have a 1-2, but we see a lot of the 1s. We see none of the 2s, which is a little disconcerting. But I'm also happy just to sit in Tenpai for an exhaustive draw, right? There's a 2 of circles. Wow. Is this a 7 pair Suji? What is going? Oh my god, this might end the game. This is a dealer Hanemon. This doesn't end the game, but it puts them decidedly in the lead. Wow. Okay. It's nice. They had a really nice play there, right? Set his Suji trap with the red 5. Right Lord's getting a little antsy. They definitely want to win. I mean, they're on a winning streak. Maybe they're feeling themselves. You know what I mean? Someone call me, Yusong, the champion of feeling himself. Okay. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, this is really embarrassing. So lately on YouTube, what I've been doing, like this is a new hobby of mine, and I'm a little embarrassed by it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a stretch to call this a shape. Like, we should just be discarding the 9 right now, but we're really hoping to draw into like a 7 of circles. 7 of circles is the nut draw, followed by like a 7 of characters. I like watching economic videos on YouTube now. I have no interest in like, I can't really say that anymore. So for example, like what is the title of a video that would entice you, Yusong? I'll give you one. Why startups lose money. And it was talking about like DTC brands like Casper and, you know, other brands again. Okay, clearly I didn't absorb the information that well. Is this going to be on the final? I didn't absorb the information that well, but you know, it was just very interesting. And then I like looking at videos about other nations' economies, even though, like, what am I gonna do with that? I guess I'm gonna talk about it while I'm playing Riichi Mahjong, maybe. But it's like a very boring hobby to have. And I don't mean to, I mean, if someone else was saying this hobby to me, like, hey, Yusong, I really like watching economic videos on YouTube. I'd be like, right on. Let's rock and roll. Hells yeah. But I don't know. It feels like one of those things where it's like, oh, my childhood. It's so faint in the distance, I can no longer see it. Okay, what are we hoping for here? Again, we're hoping for the 7 of circles. I would happily chi into that as well because of, like, we have a nice all simples hand right here. 3, 4, 5 mixed triple sequence, a distant but still kind of a real possibility. Right Lord has a very confusing set of discards, right? They haven't discarded bamboo in a really long time, but then their first bamboo tile that they discard is the Dora. Very tricky, very confusing. Papa John's. So we're still waiting on the, I mean, honestly, I should have maybe kept the 3-5 because now we are in Tenpai, but we can only win off of the 4 of characters. The 1 of characters would not do it. So let me explain something to you here. If someone else discards this is a risky tile. Like, I feel like left lord and right lord are both in Tenpai right now. If someone discards a 1 of characters, I'll be in for a 10. So if then someone discards a 4 of characters, I can't call Ron off of that. However, it is a temporary fur 10 in situations like this. Until after I pick up my next tile from the wall and discard it, then I am no longer in fur 10. But Yusong, I hear you asking. Yusong, sometimes my fur 10s are permanent. Well, if you call Riichi and you somehow end up in fur 10, you are in Omega fur 10. You Evangelion 1.6.9, you cannot escape. That is a fur 10. That is a fever you cannot sweat out. Panic at the Disco. Okay, left lord going for maybe all triplets. Maybe a flush in the in the circle suit. Doesn't seem like it. I think I can get away with discarding this 8. It's safe for you, and it's Suji gaming for you, and like a lot of the 6s are gone, I think. Nah, just 2 of the 6s are gone, and I'm trying to do that thing that corporate analysts do, where they're like, you know, they're not there to actually like give you information. They're not there to analyze. They're just there to appease the 3 and the 6 are gonna deal me in, aren't they? The 3 and the 6 are both gonna deal me in. Okay, luckily it didn't, but it was a very scary discard here. I guess all the 5s are gone. No one can have a 4-5. Some of the 9s are gone. No, probably they don't have a 7-8. 7s at least are safe for the 2 most threatening players right now. I'll do a little Sebastian the Crab summoning ritual. I'm not above that. The worst tile I could have drawn. So I can't sumo off of this. All the 2s are gone. I mean, this could be an all triplets deal in for, oh my. All the 2s were gone, dude. Are you kidding me? At least it's a small hand, and we're probably going to be staying in second for the remainder of the game. I could have discarded the 8. The 8 was a familiar discard. Like, the 1 had not been discarded the entire game. The 8 had been very recently discarded. All right. It's a little bit risky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 out of 13 orphans. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for 13 orphans, right? I'm going to go for 13 orphans. And if we meet any adversity, I'm going to immediately pivot into a half flush in one of these suits. Absolutely. Absolutely. Another thing that we could have done, and this is the Dream Breaker Mahjong style, right? Dream Breaker Mahjong, like watching other people's hopes and dreams fade from their eyes, is we could have discarded the red dragon immediately, instead of giving other people and us time to assemble like pairs of it or whatever. Like, either you have it or you don't, and then we significantly diminish the chances that we're gonna give you a triplet of them, right? But we are instead doing something a little zuzzy. We are doing the get rich or die trying strategy, where the red dragon is gonna be staying in our hand no matter what. Either we're gonna use it, we're gonna pawn it, chi it, break it, fix it, You know, Daft Punk style. Or like, we're gonna die trying, which is get into an exhaustive draw without being in Tenpai. I think the most important thing for us right now is to protect our third place. The way that this could backfire is if Left Lord wins a hand. They're the dealer. They could definitely usurp my throne here on second place. There's definitely a possibility. Hang on, is the 13 Orphans dream is not dead, right? Like there's no honored tiles or terminal tiles that have been discarded out the wazoo, right? It seems fine to me. It seems fine to me. Yeah, there's like ones and stuff that are being discarded. That's not great or whatever, but this is okay. The scary thing is, okay, the scary thing is that 2 green dragons have been discarded, and one of them is the Dora indicator. There's only 1 green dragon left in the entire game. If that green dragon gets discarded, then unfortunately we cannot get 13 orphans. So we're probably going to be like folding for the rest. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. What's next on the chopping block? Well, Senator, if you're going to force me to morb and manifest, I will morb and manifest a south wind into my hand. South wind would also be feeling pretty good here. 2 of them have been discarded. It's unlikely, but this was even more unlikely. So we're just happy to be here. We're happy to see it. Left Lord starting to discard some really good tiles. Maybe they're in Tenpai. They don't have to call Riichi, right? They're the dealer. So long as they keep winning, they'll be okay. A Cross Lord cheese into a 4-5-6. I know this is a little bit of a coward's way of thinking, but I'm like happy for them. I'm happy that they're moving towards a winning hand, because if they win a hand, if they sumo like a fairly milquetoast hand, we get out of here in second place. We're so happy to see it, right? Here we go. Here we go. The south wind is definitely something we're looking for. A 1 of bamboo, also something we're looking for. Unfortunately now, these juicy tiles that we have to get rid of in order to follow as a disciple of 13 orphans, scary. Definitely scary. No way. No way. No way. No way. You think this is funny? Like, do you really like there's no part of you, God, that found that a wee bit cruel? How is that? So you wanted to see my hopes and dreams, Hamilton voice, dripping down the drain. Do you think, I mean, answer me honestly in the comments if you want. Do you think the green tiles are cursed? Okay, this is a nice hand. Could we actually get back into this? Like, if we call Riichi Pinfu Dora closed Sanshoku, like that is good enough, right? What's the scarier tile? No one's discarded bamboo yet. People have discarded circle tiles. They probably don't need circle tiles. If we draw into a 7 of characters here, Riichi, Pinfu, Dora, closed Sanshoku is 2 Han. If we sumo, it's a Hanemon, which would be enough. Or if we sumo it and just get a Mangon, they're the dealer. They would have to pay the 50%. Yeah, we can definitely take back the night, take back second place. Of course, if someone else calls Riichi, we have to fold. We absolutely have to fold. I am not about to face the humiliation of walking into the YouTube comments having gotten 4th place. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No way. The opposite of Oakley Dokley. There's another Dora. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. There's a 7 of characters. That is the tile that we are most wanting to see right now. Another tile that we would love to see is a 6 of bamboo. Dude, this is gonna get me in trouble. This is gonna get me in trouble. Why am I keeping this? We have a Mangan if we call Riichi, and if we get Pinfu. Oh man, but that means we have to draw into a 7, and we can't run off of the 9. This is horrible. This is a horrible situation. I have to get rid of the 5 of bamboo in order to chase my dreams of being Hokage? This is cruel and unusual. Oh, thank you. It's been an honor playing with you. Tonight, we dine in hell. It passed. Oh my effing, oh my flippin'. This is one way. This is one way to get 2nd place. A vicious fight. Am I doing this because I'm a wee bit salty that I lost out on a Yakuman? Cha! Yuppers! A resounding yuppers. I am owed one. The Conrad Hilton voice from Mad Men. I want you to give me one for free, Don. When I say I want the moon, I wanted the moon. Don Draper voice. You wanted to bat me around, call me son, didn't you? Peggy Olson voice. I'm Peggy Olson, and I would like to smoke some devil's lettuce. Please. 7 of characters. Send me into Valhalla. I mean, this doesn't even guarantee. This doesn't even guarantee that I get 2nd place. It takes a lot to make a stew. We have to sumo this, right? Because we don't have Pinfu here. We need Riichi, Dora, Sancho. We only have 4 Han right now. Goku-san is Gohan. If we sumo, it's 5 Han. It's a guaranteed Mangan. Guaranteed Mangan. They would go down 4,000. I would go up 8,000. It would do it. If we sumo and win here, if they deal into us, obviously we'd be pogging. No. Nor. Okay, it gets pawned. That's okay. That's okay. Maybe it gives people a false sense of security that the 7 of characters is safe. After all, what's a little suji between friends? No. I hate this game. Does this even win you? What are you doing? You need like a huge hand in order to win. Why are you content with 4th place? You should go for like 4 concealed triplets or something. You kind of have to. Oh my God. Unbelievable. The fact that nobody discarded a Southwind, I'm going to go back into the logs and I S2G. If I see other players with Southwinds in their hands, I'll be like, game recognized game. The utmost respect to you. No Southwinds in anyone's hand. I think they would discard it in this situation. And we happen to deal the 4 into them. Yeah. And they have a closed weight as well. This is even inside Suji to them. They didn't call Riichi. I mean, oh my God. So close you can almost taste it. Throw away your 2nd place. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, let's go back in the logs and do a little bit of judgment, Jason. You are in Tenpai for a white dragon or a 5 of characters. However, a crosslord is called Riichi. What would I do in this situation? You know me. I love folding. I love folding. What are you going for? You're going for Seatwind, White Dragon, Dora. It's 3 Han, but you might not even win off of the White Dragon. It's 2 Han at best. I would have folded here. It's 2 Han. Sure, they didn't have a huge hand either, but like, you didn't know that. Maybe you did. Maybe they were a good player and they did. Right Lord is called Riichi a long time ago. You are in Tenpai, waiting on a 2, a 5, or an 8 if this passes. You could chase the Riichi with a triple-sided weight. You do. Unfortunately, the one tile that you needed to pass, you shall not pass. It's a fair play. That's actually a very fair play. I call Riichi. This is an early game Riichi. They chased, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. So this is a pure straight. You are waiting on a single tile? What can you win off of? Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay, you can win off of a 3, because then you have 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can win off of a 6 for sure. You can win off of a 7? No, the 7 is mine. Can you win off of a 9? You can. Wow. So this is a triple-sided weight. It's not bad. Chase the Riichi with something good. You lose to my awful weight. This is a game of luck, dude. I am just now realizing that Riichi Mahjong is a game of luck. Holy moly. Right Lord called a Riichi. I think you can discard it too. It's Suji. I don't know what else you want, but they set a brilliant Suji trap here. Wow. You didn't even have to call Riichi, but I guess you wanted to draw some attention to yourself. This is a very strong hand, by the way. Went off of a 2 of bamboo, a 5 of bamboo, or a 2 of circles. A triple, you know, not triple-sided, but 3 tiles. And you set a brilliant Suji trap. This is honestly kudos. You did great. You did great. That's a great Riichi. Grab a bucket and a mop. That's a good-ass Riichi. All right, we don't talk about this one, okay? The 8 would have been fine. Recently discarded by yours truly, by moi. My 8. We could have, you know what we could have done? We could have discarded the 3 as well. What did I discard here? I discarded the 1. Who cares, dude? We couldn't even get back into tempo. I should have discarded the 3. Oh, I should have discarded the 3. All that matters is what we were in Tenpai. There's 2 tiles left. I don't think that I saw there were 2 tiles left. Oh, that felt so bad. And then this was the one. And then you should keep your hand closed to go for Riichi here. I know it's, or like call a con or something. You have to. You're in last place. You have to go huge mode. Unless you're hoping that a crosslord just keeps winning and then like slurping the points away from me. But in that sense, like you shouldn't have pawned the 8 of characters. Like at this point, maybe you're thinking, oh, we'll get into an exhaustive draw and I'm not going to be the only one not in Tenpai and have to pay out 3,000 points. That's fair. But at this point, I think you should keep your hand closed and try to call a Riichi or something. You're waiting on a 3 or a 6. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. But I would have kept my hand closed and have gone for the moon. Wow. Wow. Give me the Yaku with Riichi. We got one last day in the Emerald City to complete the new at the shrine and get the Sprout skin. Okay. If you enjoy the video, please leave a like and a comment. Helps out the channel a lot. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future, new videos every day. Hey, I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. PST. You can find that link down below in the description. Hope to see you there, along with the Discord and the VODs channel. Until next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.